All right, guys, I'm your host, idoetys, and with this one, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I've noticed that some of my guys be needing tips for the clan capital and how to do attacks and work together a little bit over there. So I'm going to be pointing out a couple of things, just doing a breakdown over one of the attacks done. It is going to be a 3-attack breakdown, technically, even though it is going to be just the 3-star of that capital raid. Because it is going to be for capital raids, I'm going to break down all the attacks to get that 3-star and just showcase how we were able to work together. And then in one of the attacks, how not working together really screwed up that attack. All right, guys, just catch me in the clan capital. All right, guys, so here we are in the clan capital over in my clan Godsent. Now over here we are level 3 capital. We are going to level 4 in process. Just not really make the point of this video. I'm mainly trying to go over some strategies on how we can work together better as a team, and I know a lot of clans probably need these. I'm just going to show off that my team over here is doing pretty good in our attacks. However, we do need some tips, and just to point out a couple of things. We did get a lot of attacks in. That was really good from the team over at Godsent. Alright guys, I'm just going to go straight off into these strategy tips.
Alright, now my attack was first in this one. Now if you notice here, I'm going to bring in the barbarians to do the cleanup. It's kind of important for the first attacker to be getting the surrounding buildings taken care of to make it open for your clan to attack anywhere they want. Like if they wanted to come from this top section up here, or this section here, or even over here in any of these points. It'll just help out a lot when your clan is coming in to attack next. Because remember guys, this is about teamwork, and that is what the guys over at Supercell wanted this one to be all about. That's why in this first attack here, I clean up all the surrounding buildings to open up any possibilities that my clan could want. Then I decided I was going to try and take out the cannon carts, or at least do some damage to the defenses in the area around that. So that's why I'm going to attack on this top side. Guys, I want to say one important thing is just do not rush your attacks in. I see way too many people rushing it. I even fell for it here a little bit and rushed it a little too much. Should have staggered my super wizards a little bit more directly behind the giants. However, that was my first time testing their range on that, clearing that gap. So that will never happen from me again. However, I did create an opening in that portion of the base, which was perfect going into the next attack. However, this next attack is something I want to point out, because I do not believe he really talked enough to us about how to plan for it. He could have gotten a lot more percentage done from this attack. However, he does do pretty good, and we're just going to go straight off into the next one. It was from Gab. He's going to go in. He forgot to bring the heal spell, and he's going to try and take out those cannon carts for us. Now, those cannon carts were a main part of the base that needs to be taken out because they will distract troops, so he does pretty good at getting that done. However, I probably would have I did tell him in chat actually, to make sure to bring the heal spell and all the possible troops. It's a big thing for the next attacker, guys, saying that a lot of these attacks are going to require more than one of us. It's very rare to see a base that can be 3-starred by one attacker. However, it's not quite impossible, so I'm just going to go straight off into this next one, where one of our ace attackers in my clan Godsent is able to come in and do a 3-star on this entire base. Just going to go straight off into that now. Alright, so now he's going to be coming in. There is one thing I wanted to point out with this one. It's going to be his entry from that side. He's going to slowly stagger his troops in, which is exactly what I was saying I should have done a little bit better, and he seemed to be pretty good at it. However, he brings that troops in and then brings the giants in a little further into the base. That's a huge advantage here, and why staggering troops is such a good advantage for the clan capital side. I see a lot of people rushing all their troops in all at once, and that sometimes can be a huge disadvantage for the clan capital. This base was, this game mode, I should say, was meant to be higher strategy. So that being said, I would have placed my heal spell a little closer to that wizard tower, just to try and get my troops a little bit longer of an advantage for it. Guys, remember at the clan capital, the spells are a little bit different than they are on the home base. They last forever. They don't go away, well, for your entire attack and throughout the next person's attack. So if you end up having a spell at the end, but instead of surrendering, I want you guys to be dropping that spell unless you got the 3-star. That way you can help out the next attacker. It'll just help out the clan and the entire end. Now this was going to be a clutch 3-star that I'm going to end up speeding up here in a second, just because I was showcasing how these super giants can do so good by themselves, and not to be too scared of those super wizard towers. Notice how it takes a while to even kill that single barbarian? That's because the wizard towers, those super wizard towers, do extra damage to those large groups of units. They don't do so good when they're alone. And these super giants do pretty good on defenses as well as tank. Guys, these troops are a lot more buffed up than a lot of us are thinking that they are, so just be making sure that you're at least reading the hit points of them so you can know what troops are going to do what damage on what building. This was an excellent 3-star by Flaming Hose, one of our better attackers over in my clan Godsent. Alright guys, now just catch me back at the main base.
Alright guys, one thing I hope you guys are really taking from this is that it's important to make sure you are working with your team. The first attacker should be setting up a funnel or clearing out the surrounding areas so the second attacker can decide where to punch into that base and do the first main portion of damage that should make it to where the third person can come in and either get the 3-star or where the fourth person should have to do just a little bit of cleanup. Alright guys, I hope those were some good tips. I'm going to just say a couple more things about that, however, because I feel like there are some things that need to be noted. Guys, rushing the builder's capital hall is not a good idea. I've seen a lot of people do it. It's just not a really good idea. When we get to the level 4, we are going to stop and max out everything there, just because at that point we need to be a little bit stronger in our offenses as we are on our defenses wise. Alright guys, so I'm just going to go into one more thing here for you guys and jump straight off into that. Alright guys, now this is going to be from my good buddy Roar over in Godsent. Now this wasn't a really good attack he did, and I just wanted to point out some of the value he got on a couple of things, just so you guys can get some really good tips from good attackers. Alright guys, now I'm just going to go straight off into this one and let it play out for a minute. He uses those baby dragons on the side as excellent funneling. I am going to point out something here. I would have not put the baby dragons 2 buildings next to each other. I would have moved that second baby dragon over a building, and this first one was good placement, and I would have put the second one right here. And then if I was to bring a third one at that end building, by that being that too close, they just lose the rage and you lose a lot of value out of that. Guys, just make sure you're getting as much value for everything you can. This was still a really good attack, however. I was just wanting to point that out. Now that that's been funneled in, he did put that P.E.K.K.A down for tanking for that queen. That is a really good thing to do, guys, if you have a high hit point troop and you're going into a high damage area with a siege machine. Some of the siege machines can't really tolerate too much damage, so it's better if you just walk straight off into them with a tanking unit. Like he brought the P.E.K.K.A, which will be able to take out that queen with ease. I did want to point out just that it was not the P.E.K.K.A that killed the queen, it was the actual siege machine. That siege machine did great work here on the base, and I just want to point out that when he comes down for this side, it's going to work out really well. He's setting up a really good funnel in this portion now that the clan castle troop is being dealt with. He dropped a freeze and a poison. That's a good combo, guys. It's actually an excellent combo for the super minions. For the E-Dragon and Balloon combo, it doesn't work quite as well, but it's still a good combo to use. Now that his queen is going over here towards this cannon and this air defense, it's going to be a pretty good solid run. So just going to let it play in a little bit and see where it goes from here. Now he popped the rage spell, perfect timing right as his siege machine pops. That is going to be crucial, taking down that single target inferno. And watch the value here, guys. That E-Dragon is just going to destroy that central core because of that rage right there. It was amazing how that worked in. I did miss the hogs coming in, just pointing out the value in that E-Dragon, but these hogs were spread out really well. He did lose a majority of those hogs due to big bombs, but I do want to point out that this attack was so overpowered and he got so much value out of that E-Dragon that this attack still went really successful for him. This is one thing about value, guys. Whenever you're getting maximum value out of something, the higher the value you can get from any attack, it's going to help out a lot. That heal spell in the bottom was somewhat unnecessary in my opinion, just because P.E.K.K.As have such high hit points, it takes a lot to heal them up, and there is multiple. However, it does get him through this attack a little bit quicker and to take out that king. This was a really good attack done from Roar over in Godsent, and his queen is just going to be able to take out that top section with that E-Dragon. That's another good reason of why you guys bring max troops in your clan castles, just because that E-Dragon was able to do that. That was a really good spread for those wizards there across that entire side. He got all of them except for the middle one. That will help him with cleanup in this entire section of the base and even dealing with that balloon. He brings more wizards on this side to distract and get some damage done. So that what that really does is help out his queen in pushing forward through that portion of the base. Seeing that balloon is still locked onto his P.E.K.K.A.s at the bottom there, it's a little bit of a concern on time fail and worrying about that. Now that his E-Dragon has gone down, his queen, he put the heal over his queen, which was actually something that's really good to do, guys, because the heal spells do help with the queens a lot, and any of your heroes in reality. So this is just going to come up to a nice 3-star that he did over in our clan for cleanup. This was a cleanup attack, even though it was only 1 below him, guys. Alright guys, sadly it's that time of the video again, time for me to sign off. Alright, so what I hope you guys got from this is with the clan capital, working together is the most important thing. That's what Supercell tried to make the point of, and it's proven in lots of people have already proved it, guys. If you look anywhere on the internet, you'll find it. Alright, so I'm just hope some of those tips really got out to you guys and maybe helped you a little bit with the clan capital. If you need anything else, you can always join my official YouTube Discord. If you have anything you want to see in the videos, just drop it in the Discord there. The link will be in the description below. Alright guys, catch me in the next one. Clash on and have a good day.